10 people applied to the same quiet remote jobs. And these are the patterns that are getting people hired in 2026. No calls, no meetings.
7 got ignored, 3 got interviews, 1 got hired. They all had similar experience. But when I put their resumes and applications side by side, the differences were very clear. If you're sending application after application and getting nothing back, this video will show you exactly what the interview getters did differently, so you can copy it. One person changed only their resume title and summary and went from silence to 3 interview requests. Same person, same experience. You could rewrite your summary in the next 5 minutes before your next application. Here's how this video is structured. Lessons 1 through 3 are fast fixes you can make to your resume. Lessons 4 through 7 are signals that tell companies you're actually remote ready. And lessons 8 through 10 are advanced moves that turn ghosting into real replies.
If you're trying to land a quiet, remote job in 2026, especially with no degree or a career change, stay with me through all 10. The most important shift is in Lesson 9. Rejected resumes used vague titles like Customer Support Professional. Successful ones copied the exact job title from the posting. Here's why this matters in 2026. Recruiters are scanning resumes extremely fast, often 5 to 7 seconds, especially for quiet remote roles where applications pile up quickly. When a title is generic, it forces the recruiter to interpret what you might be qualified for. Most won't slow down to do that. But when your title matches the role they're hiring for, it removes friction immediately. It tells them, this person already understands the job. This is especially powerful for career switchers and no-degree applicants, because clarity beats credentials in early screening.
How to apply. Instead of writing something generic like virtual assistant, use the exact job title like remote email support specialist entry level. Only do this when your experience actually fits the role. Lesson 2. Fewer skills equals more interviews. Rejected resumes listed long skill sections with 15 or 20 items. Successful resumes listed only 6 to 8 skills pulled directly from the job description. Many applicants think more skills make them look stronger. In reality, it often does the opposite. Both ATS systems and human reviewers are trying to answer one question. Does this person match this role? A long, unfocused list makes that harder to see. A short, targeted list makes the answer obvious. For remote jobs, and especially entry-level or low-call roles, relevance matters far more than range. How to apply. Remove generic skills like communication or teamwork. Replace them with role-specific skills pulled from the job post, such as email handling CRM updates, data entry, Google Docs, task tracking, time management. Lesson 3. 1 bullet beats 10. Rejected resumes had long blocks of bullet points under each role. Interviewed resumes had 1 clear, outcome-focused bullet per job. Recruiters don't read resumes like reports. They scan them looking for signals they can remember. When everything is listed, nothing stands out. But one specific result, with numbers, tools, or outcomes, gives the recruiter something concrete to latch onto. This is especially important if your background isn't traditional. One strong result can outweigh years of vague experience. How to apply. Instead of writing, handled emails and admin tasks. Write something specific like, processed 50+ emails per day with 98% on-time response using Gmail and Google Sheets.
Stay with me, because in Lesson 7, I'll show you the one thing I used to tell people not to bother with, that suddenly started getting interviews in 2026.
Lesson 4. Remote-ready signals matter. Many candidates assume that applying to a remote job automatically shows they can work remotely. It doesn't. Hiring managers worry about things like self-management, communication gaps, and accountability without supervision. When you don't address that directly, they're left guessing, and guessing slows decisions. A simple remote-ready line tells them you understand how remote work actually functions. It reduces perceived risk and builds trust quickly. For first-time remote applicants, this single line can make a major difference.
Fancy job titles don't carry as much weight as people think. Tools do. In 2026, tools are faster to verify and easier to compare across candidates than job titles, which can vary wildly between companies. When a recruiter sees familiar tools listed clearly, they don't have to imagine how you'd perform. They already know. This is especially helpful if your previous roles don't sound impressive on paper. Tools quietly communicate capability without explanation.
How to apply. Under each recent role, add a simple tools line like Tools, Gmail, Google Docs, Notion, Trello, Slack. Match the tools listed in the job posting whenever possible. Lesson 6. None short cover letters 1. Rejected applications often included long, emotional cover letters. Successful ones kept things short and structured. The problem with long cover letters isn't passion, it's attention. Recruiters don't have time to read essays, especially for high-volume remote roles. A short, well-structured cover letter respects their time and answers their questions quickly, which is exactly what they're looking for. How to apply. Use a simple 3-block structure. First, state the role and fit. Second, show proof in 1 or 2 bullets. Third, state your availability. Keep it short.
In 2026, competition for quiet remote work increased, and resumes alone stopped being enough. A simple 1-page proof document changes the conversation from what you say you can do to what you can show. This isn't about design or creativity, it's about evidence. For admin, VA, and operations roles, this small step often moves applications into the interview pile.
If you've been sending applications nonstop and getting silence, Lesson 9 is the shift that turned ghosting into replies within 7 days. Lesson 8. Availability got interviews. Most rejected resumes didn't mention availability or time zones at all. Successful ones did. When recruiters don't see availability, they're forced to guess, and guessing introduces friction. For global applicants, this matters even more. Time zone overlap can be the deciding factor between 2 equally qualified candidates. One clear availability line removes uncertainty and helps recruiters move faster. How to apply. Add one clear line like available 20 to 30 hours per week async with 4 hours overlap in US Eastern Time.
Rejected candidates applied once and waited. Successful candidates followed up once, professionally and calmly. Follow-ups work because they bring your application back to the top without pressure. Hiring managers are busy, and many applications are missed, not rejected. A single, well-timed follow-up often turns silence into a response, not because your resume changed, but because it was seen again.
Send a simple message after about 7 days. Hi, I wanted to confirm my application for the remote support role was received. I'm happy to share anything additional if helpful. One follow-up is enough. Lesson 10. Fewer, better applications. The hired candidate didn't apply to everything labeled remote. They applied to fewer roles, but better matches. Mass applying leads to burnout, and burnout leads to generic applications. When people slow down and focus on fit, they naturally customize more, and that clarity shows. Hiring managers respond to applications that feel intentional, not rushed. Aim for 3 to 5 well-matched roles per week. Only apply when you meet about 70% of the requirements. Customize the top half of your resume every time.
These lessons came from real remote applications in 2026, especially for quiet roles with minimal calls or meetings. If you're thinking, how do I actually go from applying to getting hired remotely? Watch this next. From zero experience to hired remotely, the strategy I'd use in 2026. In that video, I walk through the exact approach I'd use today if I were starting from scratch. How to position yourself, what to focus on first, and how to avoid wasting time, so you can move from guessing to applying with a clear, realistic plan.